Well, good morning, guys. It's Verdier again. I was getting ready to put my video together. It's been a while since I've been on video. I never know which way to look because my camera's right over there. I never know. I was getting my video together. It's been a while since I got videos, and I was going to start working on it, and I decided to go on to the forums, and there was a post on the forum that I really liked. I thought it was very funny. It was very direct. It was by a junior user on it called CarFreak09 from Florida. He's smart enough to get the Crimson Pearl with the ivory interior, same as mine, same as my Ruby, except he didn't get the Touring, he got the EX. A lot of people like the EX model. It's a lot of bang for the buck, the EX model. And a lot of people don't like leather. I personally want leather, but that's what came with the Touring, and it had the sunroof and all the fun stuff that I wanted, so I got that. But he had a lot of great observations, and essentially I call it a bitch session. Nothing negative against you here, Car Freak. I think it's great. I love it. Sorry, my nose is itching. Disgusting. I know. I can't help it. I might as well just pick it, go for the gold. Have fun. I call it a bitch session. I don't mean it meanly. I loved it. I thought it was great, and I thought it brought up some great ideas. So I thought I'd answer these questions directly on a video because they're really great questions, and they really ask some good questions about this thing. And my opinions, and of course it's just my opinion, and of course my opinions suck, so we're going to go over it real quick. So, Car Freak says, number one, this is part of his gripes or opinions on this car. Why can't the front reading lights be set to turn on when the doors are opened? Never seen a modern car with only one tiny light for the whole interior. It should be an LED bulb too. Well, dude, I've been hearing this about the EX. The Touring, you open the doors and the lights do come on. So I don't know if this is like something with the EX and not with the Touring, but I can do that. As far as the LED bulbs are concerned, I got a video on that, guys. There's plenty of videos on it. So there's video on this channel. So if you get to this channel, check out how to change it, or check out the way how to badly change it, because I'm a doofus and I don't do it right. But you're right. There should be LEDs in it, and that's strange that the EX doesn't have that ability. Either that or you're missing something. More than likely, it doesn't have it, because I think I've heard this complaint before. It is stupid. Number two. The glove box needs a strut to soften the opening. It flops open like a cheap 80s GM car. Disappointing how much Honda ignored the details. I tend to agree with you, although I'll forego the strut for all the tech that comes in a car. I think these are the little minor details that, yes, they're details that can really annoy a lot of people, and I can see why this would annoy you. So I don't want you to think I'm making fun of you. I love the questions you ask. I think these are great questions and great observations. That's why I'm making a whole video on it. I agree, a strut would be nice, but I'm willing to forego the 25-cent strut and whatever it costs to engineer the whole damn thing in order to get something better put somewhere else in the car. But not a bad point and a cute idea. Number three, why no option to include a digital mile-per-hour readout? Dude, all of us have been asking what the heck is going on with Honda. Why are they so stupid? Now, what's very funny is you'll see your speedometer has no... You're in the U.S., you're in Florida, so your speedometer is in miles per hour, and you notice most speedometers on the inner part of the dial will have kilometers per hour. That's so they can put them in other areas without changing the thing. So Honda's idea, since they didn't have that on it, they decided to make it digital, and it would make it, kilometers per hour. So, if they put it in another country, they can do it kilometers per hour, which is strange because it makes no sense. Because apparently the guys in Canada, their speedometers are in kilometers per hour, the physical speedometer, and their digital is in miles per hour. So, you're right. We're all saying, what the heck is Honda thinking? Please fix this, Honda. This is dumb, dumb, dumb. I think my response on the forums was, they're idiots. That's why. Number four, why can't the beeps be made louder for brake warnings? It's so quiet as to be useless. This feature should be adjustable to low, mid, high, just like the sensitivity features. Well, it is adjustable, but it isn't high enough, and I tend to agree with you. Dude, if I'm getting a brake warning on a car, I want the car to scream at me like a banshee. Dude, I mean, the whole idea of the safety feature is to keep you safe. And if you can't hear the damn thing, and you don't notice it flashing down there, it's not going to do you much good. That's one thing I really like about the Ford. The Ford has a big, bright bunch of red lights right on the top of the dash, and they're big LEDs, and they shine and flash real bright. and it shuts down the volume of the radio. So if I'm listening full blast of radio, the radio goes real quiet. Everything goes real quiet, and you hear the beeps for any of these warnings. I'm going to have to add a caveat, though, to this, considering how many fake brake warnings we're getting from a lot of people. The tech in this car is not 100%. It's not even close to 100%. It's great, but it has some issues. So I think I'm kind of happy sometimes that it doesn't make so much noise, because I can't tell you how many lane departure warnings I get, and I ain't falling out of my lane. Yeah, sure, I'm dumb, but I can tell when I'm going out of my lane sometimes. So, but you're right. It really should be louder. It should be a little bit more obtrusive, or at least the ability to turn it more obtrusive. Number 5, why no sunroof on the EX? Every Honda EX model has always had a sunroof. Why is this car any different? I think a regular sunroof should come on the EX and a panoramic on the Touring. Again, honestly, I think you already know the answer to this question, but it's more of a bitch in this case, a bitch session in this aspect. Obviously, it's money. The car has a lot of tech in it for the money. It's also a hybrid, so you got more money in the batteries and in the engine design and the electric motor design. So obviously, in order to keep the price down, they spread it apart. Plus, they had to make the Touring a little different. I would love to have a panoramic sunroof. And one of the reasons I really like the Touring, and I got it, is for the sunroof. It does take away some height for your head, which doesn't matter with my new crazy, my lack of crazy hair. Now I'm just crazy. Because before, my hair would just rub against the top of the ceiling because of the sunroof. But it's nice to have that light coming down on me, and then I can just close it if it's too much sunlight. I don't know what's going on with my nose, guys. Maybe I should just, stick a note, whatever. It's pathetic. But I think you already knew the answer to that question. I think you're just saying, hey, Honda, put a frickin' sunroof in the EX model. Don't make us all the rich bitches like me have the sunroof. Yeah, rich bitch right here. Yeah, sure. All right, we got that. Number 6, the trunk lacks a popper feature. I'm in and out of the trunk multiple times a day, and it's so annoying that I have to push the button on the lid and then lift the lid up. I should be able to hit the trunk button inside or on the fob, and the lid should just pop all the way up. Also, no handle on the lid. They said the Jetta has this and all this. No handle on the lid, so you have to either get your hand dirty on the license plate or put palm prints on the top of the lid. Is it that hard to put a simple indentation or ledge to grip hold of? That's a very good observation. I like your mind, guy. I never even thought of that. I don't mind that it doesn't pop up. To be perfectly honest, there's more springiness to it if you decide to put the, God damn. When you decide to put the spoiler on it, if you put your spoiler on it, you tend to get, I don't know what's going on with my nose, dude. Maybe I should just go over there, pick my nose, and get it over with, but whatever. I don't know what's going on with it, but with the spoiler, they do give you harder springs that does pop up a little bit more, but I could see why you'd want it to pop up. Some people wouldn't want it to pop up, I said, because of maybe garages and so forth. It might bang into the top of the garage, although I don't think the trunk goes that high up, so that might not be a good, way, Jesus. That might not be a good way to put it, but that might be one of the reasons. Plus, heavier springs. Who knows? He's right, though, about the indentation. I think you can grab it in a certain way. I'm sorry, I just woke up, so I'm kind of itchy. I think my allergies are engaging. But he's right. You do have to push on the lid and all that. I've noticed that. Doesn't bother me much, but it's a legitimate complaint. Number 7, why is there no padding on the center armrest? The combination of hard plastic and rough texture cloth is not comfortable at all. On my Touring, it doesn't bother me so much. My Touring, I think it has a little bit of padding underneath the leather. It never really bothered me, so it seems okay on the Touring, so I can't speak for yours. Yours is might be a little tighter. They do offer an armrest you can put in there. It's a lighted one, I believe. It's a little expensive. No, I can see the complaint here. That's not unreasonable, so yeah. I want a padded armrest. Bastards. Number 8. Why does the radio screen always default to the phone when starting the car? If the radio is on, it should go straight to the screen showing the station you are on. Well, dude, I don't know what's going on with yours. Mine defaults to what I was last on. So I don't know what's going on with this. I'm sure someone like Encycly or someone's going to pop on there and say, hey, dude, you need to press this button. The man's an encyclopedia. He seems to know the manual inside out in his brain. I don't know how he does it, but it kind of makes me kind of jealous. But I got a channel. Do you? Whatever. Never mind. No. Still, you're gonna get an answer on it. I don't know why that happens. It doesn't happen with mine. Mine defaults to where I was. It also does something else that I put on there that's annoying. If I pause my music and I shut off the car and I turn the car back on, it unpauses the music. I wish it would remember to pause the music, but whatever. You know, beggars can't be choosers. I think it's a pretty cool setup. Well, let's see. Number 9. Love the open window feature with the key fob. Yeah, you can use the key fob to open all the windows of the car. I forgot exactly how to do it. I can bring that up later in the video if you want to, and tell you how to do that. However, you can't close them. Begs the question, why can't they be closed when you lock it with the fob? You know, for those times when you left the window open by accident. This, I'm going to say, and this is how I answered it on it, this is a safety feature. I said mostly they make you walk all the way up there, stick your key in there, turn it twice to the left, hold it, and then it'll raise all the windows, so if you have any windows open. The reason is generally obvious for safety reasons, so you don't chop Fido's head off in the window if Fido decides to shove his head out the window while you're raising all the windows if you left poor little doggy in the car. Of course, you could say why it doesn't have those auto stops and all that, and it might actually, I don't know. Or money, again, guys, trying to save the money. I think it's mostly for safety. They don't want anyone to take any chances of accidentally smashing anyone's head into a window because you're not paying attention. You can't run to the car as quickly to stop the windows, and you may not be able to stop it as quickly with a fob as you would if you were just pressing the button in the car. So they like the idea of making sure that you turn and hold the key. So that's definitely a safety feature. I'm going to have to err on Honda's side on this. However, I could see it would be cool if it would do it the other way. Number 10, lack of rear cross-traffic alert and distance beeps. It's a major disappointment. Mazda, Hyundai, Nissan, and Toyota all include it. Well, you get a lot of things also included with most of the Honda that you don't get on some of these cars, but you can get parking sensors. It's about $1,000 extra, and that'll give you the parking distance beeps, but there's still no cross-traffic. And I think there should be cross-traffic, and I love the cross-traffic. I have it on the Ford, and it's very useful. Or you could just look over your damn shoulder and keep an eye out, but who the hell wants to do that? But no, it's not going to come standard on this car. There's a lot on this car for the price. And if they put all these things standard, then why the hell would anyone go with the Accord except for the extra, 3 inches in the footroom and all that kind of stuff? The Accord has all that stuff built in. Pretty sure it has cross-traffic as well. I know it has the parking sensors built in on most of the mid-upper models. So I'm thinking, again, price per choice. However, if they offer parking sensors to be added onto the inside that you can add, they should offer cross-traffic alert. So there should be cross-traffic alert. Number 11, I like the lane watch, but a driver's side blind spot warning would have been nice. I agree with you on that, too. Lane watch is okay. A lot of people love it. They brought it back, apparently, because a lot more people loved it than didn't. I would prefer blind spot on both sides. The Ford's blind spot is much easier to use, in my opinion. So that's what I would prefer. No, you're right. I think they should have blind spot on the left side. I mean, I look over my shoulder anyway, but I'd like to have the blind spot, on those rare occasions when I tend to look over my shoulder quickly, but my brain, and it's a slow brain, my brain doesn't engage that there's actually something there. At least I have the light flashing at me, giving me hell, telling me, hey, dude, there's a car there. I agree. There should be blind spot monitoring. I have a feeling we're going to see that in the next year's iteration. I know blind spot is on the Japanese versions of the car, but not lane watch, I don't believe. Number 12, and the final one. Boy, this turned into a 14-minute bitch session. I love it. Desperately needs an adjustable lumbar support. For me, the lumbar is too aggressive, jutting out in my lower back. I wish I could just deflate it, because otherwise the seat is uncomfortable. No, whatever, I can't read this. The passenger seat does sit oddly low, like you're sitting on the floor with your legs sticking straight out. Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing about it being the passenger seat on the second one, but I don't even feel any lumbar in this seat, which I like because I don't like the lumbar. I seem to be one of the few people who don't bitch about lumbar. Lumbar feels like somebody shoving their fist in my back. Lumbar is available in the Ford, and it has support. It inflates and deflates and so forth. I don't use it. I don't like it. But this passenger seat oddly low. I've heard that from other people too. The driver's seat sits oddly low too. It's like you bought a cheap gaming chair at Walmart and shoved it on the floor, and you're sitting there gaming with your feet stuck straight out. And I was telling you, it's pretty amazing that a fat tub of lard like me can still get out of that car because it's really low. So this is really good bitch session, Car Freak. I like it. That's why I made a video on it. I think all of us should consider these things, and I think these are good things to consider about the Insight. Some of them a little bit more bitchy than really necessary, but don't matter to me. I love it. It's a great idea, and I hope you don't mind that I used it on a video. I think this is stuff we should all think about. Well, guys should see more videos from me today. I'm working on a few other things to get together. I don't think anyone liked my toilet video. It's just something that popped in my head. I don't think anyone even left a message on that. Are you guys all working on this toilet paper conspiracy? Oh, whatever. I do apologize for fondling my nose the entire time. It itches like an SOB. And for all you guys with who are into nasal erotica, you're welcome. This is Verdier out, and thank you, Car Freak. This was entertaining. I loved it, and these were good opinions. I like it. Take care.